grab. It doesn't go as far. It's a teaser. It's a hook. They want to get you. The best thing to do is build a good PR, build a good press release, and go through other options. Personally, send them for journalists. There's a way to find journalists. There's social media now. Go look for them. Make sure your social media is on point, and make sure your websites are on point. Make sure you are official before you do your press release. A lot of people say that the press release section is too costly. We went ahead and gathered 78 different sites that are absolutely free to use and do have a good effect. Now, we're not going to go ahead and go through all those 78. That'd be crazy. But luckily, we do have that Patreon account. If you go ahead and sign up for our Patreon accounts, and it's super cheap a month, very super cheap, you get this whole 78 list for good forever from our feed, including all cool videos and photos from our behind the scenes stuff and updates as to what's going on with the show. So go check out our Patreon. The link's below. It's patreon.com/writeitoutradio. The link will be in the description. The link is on our webpage. The link is on these posts in social media, in our audio distributors. So the link is everywhere. You can find the Patreon link. Go support us. Check it out. You'll get some really cool information. There's a lot of stuff we grabbed from here. As far as press release and how to get on a good media station. Podcasts, a lot of people will have issues finding who to talk to. Where do I go? Also, within our information, we have, I call it the golden site. We have a contact in there that is guaranteed to get you on podcasts, usually really, really good ones, free. Ta-da! So it is a free, they do have a free site. Now there are some upgrades and bumps and stuff like that you can do. This is a really good site to go on. I've used it personally. I still use it, but it's only for the Patreon, so you see what we're trying to get people to do. I got bills to pay and mouths to feed, and we have a sponsor coming on soon, which will be announced, I believe, in our Sunday episode. We'll be announcing the sponsor officially, so thank you to them. But it is also important that you guys come on Patreon and get all the cool stuff that, we have, all the research. We get too much research to talk on the air, but you guys get all of it, all of the cool research stuff, all these links. We have 78 of them right now, and that's not including the, I think, 100-page document that we created during this research, which took us forever to do, of all kinds of cool things that build SEO and help you go towards media. So you won't be blind towards that media outlet no more. Anymores. But build small, start small, build up, hit the podcast, hit the local places, collaborate with people. That usually helps. Scratch your back, I scratch mine type stuff. Don't leave yourself out as to ways to grow. Media does make a difference. It really does. A podcast, even with a podcast with a very small viewership, it still is a viewership that you may not have had before as far as demographic for potential, customer acquisition or conversion for your book sale. Don't leave those out. Those are important as well. I'll give you one of these sites just to start off something fun. NPR.org. That's a good one. NPR is a very well-known name. Everyone knows it. They have a free submission area. Kind of got to do a little digging for it, but it is there. It's a pain in the butt, and it's widely distributed if they accept it. This is NPR, guys. NPR.org is a real hardcore, spot for media, and they run a lot of big name shows. So we have that. There's a little taste, but we have that link that will help podcasts and radio shows find you. So it's a little less work you got to do. So check out the Patreon. Check out our Facebook group, our Facebook page at facebook.com/write.it.out.radio. We have a group, a Write It Out Radio group. If you guys are interested in joining a free group, get on there, post what you guys got, interact. I want to see what you guys can do. Business, entrepreneurs, got questions, ask them. We are going to start our actual schedule next week, where we have lessons Monday, on air Wednesday, lessons live Friday, Scam Alert Saturday, which we are hoping to get out next week, Scam Alerts, and Sunday will be the weekly update with the week coming up. We have some really cool stuff going with you guys, so stay tuned, check it out, and keep on writing.